So join me today as I go for a walk. Right now it's really raining, but I'm just going to I'm still going to go outside and do this video about John's testimony, because I just see the importance of also sharing testimonies, but also the testimonies of the patriarchs and prophets of old, and hopefully this video will be an encouragement to you. So God bless, and see you outside. So hello and welcome back to this channel. So we're out here in nature, and today's topic is John the Beloved's testimony. So I'm going to read a passage from Fox's book of Martyrs, which is going to show us John's testimony, and also through this testimony we're going to see how the revelation plays an important role for us in these last days. So with that said in mind, I just want to read you a passage from the Fox's book of Martyrs, because it's such a wonderful miracle that John was able to escape from being in a boiling oil, and we just see how God preserved his life, not just for his sake, but for us today, so that the revelation could be preserved for our generation. So with that being said, as you can see, it's raining, it's windy, but we're still going to continue and just share this wonderful testimony. So friends, the beloved disciple was brother to James the Great. The churches of Smyrna, Pergamos, Sardis, Philadelphia, Laodicea and Thyatira were founded by him. From Ephesus he was ordered to be sent to Rome, where it is affirmed he was cast in a cauldron of boiling oil. He escaped by a miracle without injury. Domitian afterwards banished him to the Isle of Patmos, where he wrote the book of Revelation. Nerva, the successor of Domitian, recalled him. He was the only apostle who escaped a violent death. So friends, we just see how amazing it is that John escaped a violent death. He was put in a cauldron of boiling oil, but then he escaped. And when he escaped this crazy thing that happened to him, he was now banished to the island of Patmos. And when he was in Patmos, he now recorded and wrote the book of Revelation. So we see how Satan is constantly at work to tear down God's messengers, but God preserves his messengers. He preserved Daniel in the lion's den. He preserved John, and we see today how this book of Revelation is such an important thing for us today. So I just pray that as we hear this testimony, as we see how John's life was preserved, that we will take our time to really study the book of Revelation, because it says, if our people are half awake, if they realize the event portrayed in the Revelation, a reformation would be wrought in our churches, and many more people would believe the message. So we see that the revelation in itself has such a powerful influence, and that it has a revival. So I just pray that as we have heard John's testimony, that we would really see that there is an importance in the book of Revelation. So have a blessed day, and even though it's dark outside, it's windy, we can still have hope that God has preserved John's life, John the Beloved's life, not just for his sake, but so that in this last and final generation we can have a knowledge of the things to come. And also we see the same with Daniel, how his life was preserved, so that we could also understand the book of Daniel. And also with Ellen White, she had an experience where when she was had the vision for the great controversy, Satan was also at work. So I just pray that we would see these testimonies, that they're not just testimonies, but God done these things. He overcame the evil with good, so that today we could have these wonderful messages. So God bless. So God bless, and see you later. As you can see, right now there is war with the wind and me. So have a blessed day. See you next time, where we'll be seeing an object lesson about you are an arbiter of your own destiny. So God bless, and see you.